At first glance, these foreign restaurants bring a touch of Europe to Georgia's booming hospitality sector. But behind the imported wine and familiar flavors are real struggles that challenge their survival. Antonio Gioffré, an Italian entrepreneur, is in the kitchen of the restaurant he founded in Tbilisi. After running restaurants in Italy and Russia, he opened an Italian restaurant here at the end of last year. And he was immediately surprised. If in the past registering a new business only required a passport, the recent adoption of laws aimed at increasing financial transparency has multiplied the bureaucracy.
Antonio, but this is your oil, no? Extra virgin olive oil.
Questo è l'olio che produce la mia famiglia in Calabria.
This olive oil is from the fifth generation of Antonio's family. He brings in directly from Italy. Authentic food is his brand, and this pure Italian product is used in all his restaurants. In his Georgian restaurant, boxes of it stand in the kitchen, clearly marked with Italian labels. There are also other imported Italian products used daily in the cooking process.
Tbilisi è molto vicina all'Europa, ecco, se vogliamo toccare il punto politico. Tbilisi anche come mentalità è molto più vicina all'Europa, quindi anche il problema, non ci sono i problemi per reperire i prodotti, perché comunque è libera importazione con l'Europa e questo aiuta tanto, visto che noi lavoriamo con prodotti solo e esclusivamente con prodotti italiani. In Russia attualmente si è un po' in difficoltà perché
Ero completamente nudo.
Frank Muzzoni is a Canadian businessman who now operates in Georgia's hospitality sector. He manages several high-rank hotels, the region's only international medical mall, and personally owns a pub and a guest house. In the hospitality sector, we are all suffering ups and downs, Frank says. In 2020, we had COVID, and just recently there were protests. There is no resolution in sight. We have seen a huge decline in reservations. The war in Iran is also affecting the region.
Oh, amore mio, now we're talking about something that is very difficult because every ingredient we buy, we pay for transportation cost. And transportation cost and passing the border here is horrible because sometimes it could be stuck at customs for weeks and weeks. A pizza in Italy will cost me, and this is without a joke, a pizza in Italy will cost €5. A pizza here, the same pizza, costs 35, sometimes 30 lari, which is super expensive because of the import tax.
The 45 GEL includes customs duty, value-added tax, transportation cost, and other expenses. Let's assume the customs value of the European cheese and prosciutto is 3,000 lari. The value-added tax is 18% of 3,000 lari, which equals 540 lari. If we assume 5% customs duty, it would be 150 lari. The customs declaration fee could be approximately from 15 to 180 Georgian lari, depending on the volume. Therefore, the total cost would be 3,705 lari. Additionally, transportation costs would be added to this total.
Были волнения у нас в Грузии, были акции протестов и так далее. В это время, к сожалению, очень много ресторанов прекратило свою деятельность, потому что закрывались, не было туристов, не было гостей. Естественно, когда в стране такое положение, люди стараются думать о другом, а не о том, чтобы там по вечерам ходить в рестораны. И вот в такие моменты, наверное, государству было бы неплохо, если бы поддерживало, например, какие-то отсрочки по выплатам налогов, может быть, какая-то другая помощь, может быть, какое-то финансирование, часть какое-то финансирования.
We reached out to Georgia's Ministry of Economy and Sustainable Development to ask how they plan to address these concerns. We sent a formal request to their official email, but they didn't reply. To better understand the Georgian government's real stance and policies regarding the hospitality sector, we met with Tsotne Japaridze, a Georgian entrepreneur with 15 years of experience in the field. His winery is located in Gori, in an ancient cellar he purchased along with the property. There, Tsotne and his family produce wine themselves using traditional and pure filtration methods. They sell the wine directly at the guest house. Even the name of the winery reflects Tsotne's pain and expectations.
Our winery is called Wine of Freedom. That was also, the name was also inspired from all those activities and all those, pains that we have in our heart. And that's the most biggest wealth that we should be having in the country, personally and also for all the population.
Tsotne says the hospitality sector is going through a very difficult period, which is only natural, he adds, when a government takes steps that bring negative consequences. He compares 2025 to 2021, right after COVID when the borders reopened, saying even 2021 was a better year than now. In 2023, Georgia was supposed to host ITB Berlin, the world's largest tourism trade fair. But right around that time, the authorities began introducing a law requiring NGOs to register as foreign agents. The public was shocked, protests broke out, and Georgia lost its one-in-a-decade opportunity to host ITB Berlin. A year later, in 2024, just as the tourism season was beginning, the government brought the topic up again. This law also makes registering and operating businesses more complicated.
Yeah, they can ask like any kind of document that they would like because they have like totalitarian control on the people and on the country. So, and this is the true face of the regime and how it works and how it forces the businesses and the medias or just activists.
One of the world's leading tech companies, Nvidia and partners, pioneers in artificial intelligence, recently launched an AI supercomputing hub in Armenia. Tsotne says this investment could have been made in Georgia if only the political and economic conditions were favorable. What is the main problem for the business in Georgia?
So business, I would say that the biggest problem is that you don't know what will happen tomorrow. That's the instability and not guaranteed, more or less guaranteed business climate and environment is most difficult for every business. It doesn't matter it's tourist business or it's metallurgy or food processing or whatever, it doesn't matter. When you have such an unstable environment and when exchange rate is fluctuating every day, going up and down, when the prices in general are also very unstable and you cannot even plan your tomorrow's working day.
What can change the Ministry of Economy and Development of Georgia?
They will not do anything because they don't care. As we mentioned before, all the government institutions are working in order just to make this oligarch happy, this feudal happy.
The Georgian flag flies on the front of Tsotne's house. Another one is even mounted on the pool. He, his sons, his friends take part in nearly every protest. And when he is alone, drawing wine in the cellar, the same hopes and longings come back to him.
The only dream and the only thing that I have always in mind that I want to be fulfilled, it's that Georgia has to become soon independent country and to come out from the Russian influence as quick as possible. And the biggest dream is also this is also the part of my first dream, also to restore the territorial integrity of Georgia and that Samachablo and Abkhazia comes back again in the borders of the country.
In fact, the Georgia's challenges of investment climate for such luxury ventures were so intense that while discussing them, we ended up drinking 23 glasses of wine, 30 cups of coffee, and tasting some of the best pizzas and pastas in town.
I'm living life on a merry merry-go-round.
Foreign investors and managers for now are solving daily problems by older methods, helping one another. When staff is short, one sends their waiters to another's restaurant. Guests who finish dinner at one business are sent to sleep at another's hotel.